Hello, this is Mike from Securely, and the course you're getting ready to participate in is Securely Home Setup. Hopefully you've already seen our first course, which is the Introduction to Securely Home. And now that you've seen that and know what home is, this course is going to walk you through best practices in setting up and implementing home in your community. Thank you. All right, the next thing now I want to talk about is what are the best practices for rolling this out and what are the options you have. So let's first go in, and now we're going to look at our dashboard with Securely. All right, and here you see the Securely dashboard, and you're familiar with this, and everything you do when it comes to parents will be down here in the Parent tab. So you will go to your Parent tab, and the first thing you want to talk about is how does this get sent out to parents, right? So you'll do this under the Manage Parents option tab. And you have two options. You can do this manually, and I want to be very clear. We have about 1,500 school districts that total about 2 million parents that are actively and have been actively using Securely Home. Some of them use it for a very small number of parents in their district, while others open it up to everybody. So I did want to call out the fact that you can give this to just a few parents or all parents. So totally up to you, whatever you want to do. The one option you have, if you're going to do just a few grade levels or a handful of parents that you're working with, you want to do the web upload. All we need is a CSV file from you that's got your parent name, parent email address, student name, student email address. You can download over here on the right where it says download the sample CSV. You can also link right to our best practices that'll tell you how to do that. Again, you have the option of doing the manual web upload. What a lot of districts that are larger in student count or that are going to go ahead and enroll all their parents in Securely Home, what they will do is they will set up the automated process through FTP. This is designed to be SIS agnostic, meaning it doesn't matter what SIS you have as long as your SIS will export to a CSV file. So you simply tell it what fields to export, how often to do it, and then you can essentially set up a nightly update for us in our system. And what that does is any parent that enrolls a student in your district, they get added the next day. If students withdraw from the district, they get removed the next day. So it keeps your parent accounts up to date without you having to do a thing. Another nice thing about the upload here is when you upload a CSV file, we're going to send all of your parents a welcome email. It's going to say, welcome to Securely, you have access to an account. Essentially, the idea is to make sure they know who we are and that we are affiliated with you and you use us as your student safety solution. And we offer this great app for parents to use. So they're going to get that automated email, and then every time a new parent gets enrolled, they're going to receive that email automatically. So it's a nice way to keep parents enrolled, up to date, again, without you or somebody on your staff having to go in and do this, think about this every day. So you can do it manually, you can do it automated, totally up to you. The next thing we want to look at is our settings. So you have lots of options, as I mentioned. So the amount of controls, do you want to give no control, which means parents can see everything their kids have done on that device over the last 30 days when it comes to searches, sites visited, videos watched. They can also have the screen time management, but they don't control sites or categories. So that's no control. The next step is restricted control. What restricted control means is any category or site that you leave open when the device is off-site, parents can block. So they can't open up anything that you have blocked, but they can block sites and categories in addition to what you have. Then you have full control, and it is what it says. So full, absolute, wild control of the internet. Parents can unblock, allow any site they want, any category at any time. So again, want to be very careful if you're looking at using the full control, and make sure you reach out to your Securely Customer Success Manager and ask questions if you do have them. Custom control, the one that's highlighted here, this is what we see as our most popular form of control, and what this allows you to do is set non-negotiables. So as a school district, you can say pornography, drugs, gambling, other adult content, network misuse, hate, whatever you want. You can set these as non-negotiables. Parents can't ever allow or block, right? They can't change these settings. However, anything that's not a non-negotiable, parents have the ability to change. And that's why custom settings is the most popular choice for schools, because it allows you to give parents the most flexibility to allow and block sites and categories, but also make sure you have those non-negotiable sites and categories that they can't touch. I also want to talk about report settings. I know many of you have students who are full remote or in a blended scenario, but essentially, if you're looking back in what would be a kind of a normal school environment, show all activities going to show parents everything that that child is doing in school, out of school, wherever they are. If they're on the school device, it's going to show the parent what they're doing. We have some other options, though, that aren't quite as transparent. On the right, where it says home activity only, what this is going to do is it's only going to show parents what happens when the kid is not at school. So when it says home, it doesn't mean you're home. It just means not at school. These are IP-based policies. So if you do happen to choose this, parents see nothing that the kid does on the device when it's on the school network. But as soon as it leaves the school network, wherever they're connected to Wi-Fi, it is going to show the parents. Then you have kind of the in-between of these two schools of thought, which is at home plus EDU. What this means is that parents will see every single thing off network, and then when they're on the school network, they will see the sites that securely categorize educational. We definitely recommend showing all activity here at Securely because that's the best way to get a parent the knowledge that they need to be able to see and know what their kids are doing and what their kids are up to, and to help them be a better parent and support the teacher and support the school. However, we also know there are sometimes factors that are going on in schools and districts that make it a better choice to use one of the other options. But those are the options, that you would have there. The other thing, so as we talk about this, once you have determined your level of control, once you've determined your level of reporting, once you know which parents you're going to upload, you've taken care of all this and you're ready to roll it out, Securely has a parent kit. And the parent kit is a series of videos, letter templates. It's essentially everything you're going to need to be able to go in and find a way to let the parents know about this, to advertise it on social media, to advertise it on your website. Essentially, when we started doing this, schools would say, well, can you guys help us inform parents? And the answer is absolutely yes. So we do have all of that information included in the parent kit. It's actually going to be linked with this course. So you can see the who is Securely, the how do you use Securely Home, the letters, the videos. We also have some privacy information in there. Parents want to know, and I don't blame them, who is Securely? How do we know they're keeping our kids' data safe? Because, the students' search history is extremely sensitive data. So we do want to make sure we're following laws and best practices, and all that information can be found inside of the parent kit. So essentially, to talk through the whole process again, why do you need Securely Home? We're seeing an increase in students using the devices. We're seeing an increase in screen time, which means we're also seeing an increase in bullying, cyberbullying. We're also seeing increases in suicide and self-harm, mental health issues with young people. So because of all these things and the fact that it's hard for parents to get an insight, sometimes it's hard for schools to get an insight over what kids are doing, you can give parents the ability to go in and be a parent and see what their kid is doing, control some of those sites, helping keep their kid more focused. They get alerts for safety, and they can manage screen time. So there are just a slew of benefits when you look at Securely Home. So hopefully you have a better idea of why you would want to use this, how you would implement it, and what the benefits are going to be to your parent community. We encourage you, if you would like to have more information on this, to reach out to your customer success manager. Your customer success manager will be able to walk you through all the different options you have, all the customizations, best practices for implementation. They'll also be able to provide you other districts in your state or region who have been using Securely Home. Again, we have about 1,500 districts totaling over 2 million parents that have been using this since 2016, and the feedback has been amazing. So I really appreciate your time and hope you will look for further information on Securely Home, and take care.